are back with the Baystate Bears. Bruins come up with a huge win last night against the Toronto Maple Leafs in Ontario. 4-3. Went down to OT, a big shot from Brad Marchand, the captain, to close it. They needed this one. Before this game, during this week, they were playing their worst stretch of hockey in the last 2 years, not counting postseason play. In the last 2 years, they lost to the Red Wings. They coughed that one up, I remember. They lost to the Rangers. They got smoked. The Rangers are a really good team. But the Bruins should be on that level, if not better, right now. And then the Columbus game should have been a get-right game for them, and they totally crumbled. That was when Swayman got pulled. It was ugly. It was an ugly loss for the Bruins. But in good fashion, they have a get-right game against San Jose. They get that win. Shut them out. The Sharks have probably won like 5 games in the last 2 years. So, got to win that. This was their big test at this crossroad here, which was Toronto. The next good team they play, I think, is New Jersey. So, so the other games should be wins for them. But this is one that Toronto wasn't going to give lightly, especially on their home ice. And you got a good game out of the Bees in this. So you got a goal out of David Pastrnak. Frederick gets a goal as well. Shattenkirk, another goal. And then Brad Marchand gets the sealer. He thought it was going in from Pasta, but he actually ended up getting that puck right at the end in OT and ended it. DeBrusk, Zacha, Pastrnak. DeBrusk is not getting anything done. DeBrusk, I just see him as a piece now, honestly, to be moved to bring in some quality, like, offensive talent. That they need depth on their scoring. Right now he has 4 goals, 6 assists, and 10 points. And we're like 3 months in. I just see a world where DeBrusk is going to be moved. Hanifin is the other target. We were talking about Lindholm before in Calgary, but Hanifin, I just think that if you give... Because Patra's been struggling as well. Patra's been struggling. And the way he was thriving was when he had one of the two. Whether it's Marchand or Pastrnak, one of them was his wing. And then Coyle, JVR, and Frederick were feasting at the third line. And then, you had Geeky running that fourth line. It's Lauko and Steen. But... and it's really just like old man yelling at clouds when it comes to Montgomery and his lines. You're gonna say one thing and he'll do the total opposite. He'll change it, but it'll be the total opposite of what you think. But I can see a world where Bulldog and DeBrusk get traded. And the big reason is I don't think Montgomery trusts Bulldog in the playoff. If you look at the competition that the two goalies are going against, Ullmark Olmark's got the Rangers. He's got the Panthers, the Lightning. Last night, Toronto. And then Bulldog is going up against Blue Jackets. He's probably playing the Sabres coming up. He's playing the Sharks. I'm pretty sure Olmark played the Canadians too. You know, he feels like the JV goalie. So I think Montgomery is gonna run with Olmark, and the real reason why, because that tandem's legit. That tandem's amazing. Bear hug duo. That's their strength. They struggled last week. It was bad. But that's their strength. They have the best goalie tandem in the league. And when one of them's hot, you know, basically they can split the starts throughout the season, keep them fresh for playoff. And I get that. And that's why I understand if you don't want to move a goalie. What I look at, though, is they could use a skater that can score. If you got a weapon, DeBrusk, I don't know if he's that guy. You know, this is supposed to be the year for DeBrusk, contract year, to really show up and become that weapon. Bergeron's gone, Krejci's gone, Hall's gone, Bertuzzi's gone. Jake DeBrusk is supposed to step into that role right now, this season, and we haven't really seen it yet. It's December, so, you know, time's ticking. And there's a world where DeBrusk gets moved at the deadline. Bring in a Hannafin or Lindholm. Put in Bulldog to sweeten that deal. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, because the big thing is in the playoff, I trust McAvoy to run that. I trust McAvoy running the defense. Grizzlick, I don't have as much faith in, but when it comes to the defense, right? McAvoy, Carlo, Shattenkirk are all studs. Lindholm is streaky, but he can be good. Forbert's fine. Grizzlick, I don't know why he's still on the team, but throw him in that trade too. Bring up Laraï. Larai's just a big body. He's a good player too. He's a good player. He's young. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Grizzlick. But the big thing was, if you weren't in on this year, if you were not in on this year as the Bruins, because like you just lost your core piece, he just retired. You know, you lost Bergeron. You just lost the greatest choke of all time in the series against the Panthers. If you weren't in on this year and it was a bridge year for you, I understand not making a move, running bear hug, deciding which goal you want at the end, and then selling the other one in the postseason and seeing what happens with DeBrusk. Can he be the guy for them? Same with Geeky and Patra, you know? Seeing like how the players develop. But the Bruins are at the top of the Atlantic right now. They have the best record in the East. Yes, you heard it here. They have a better record than the New York Rangers right now. By a game, but they have the best record in the East. So why wouldn't you be in on this year? It's not a bridge year. They're showing you that they have the talent, at least in the regular season, to compete. Panthers are right there with them too, but right now the Bees are on top. That's why I'm in on this year, and I think there should be moves to be made. Jake DeBrusk's job is not safe right now. We'll see what happens. Bruins are going on to play the Sabres. Bruins are going on to play Columbus again. Columbus Blue Jackets. So we'll see how that goes. Take care, everybody.